Okay, here we go. Let's try vlogging again. I literally started a vlog this time last year and I was really happy with it, and I uploaded it to YouTube and it was great, and I was going to continue, and then I just didn't. And not a day went by when I didn't say to myself, pick up the camera again and do that again, and I just didn't. And before you know it, a year went by. Anyway, I'm not going to beat myself up too much about that. A year has passed, here we are. Let's continue vlogging. I might upload it again, I shouldn't I? It's silly, nobody's first vlog is going to be perfect. But anyway, if you didn't watch that one, I'm Melissa, I'm 45 now. I'm sure there's a mistake. I recently cut a fringe and I just can't get it to do what I want it to do. I want the bangs. So I thought I would vlog today because I actually have an event. So it's one I've done before where it's a ceramic studio. So they do lots of different things. It's an event studio really, but they do ceramics. And so we have a lovely Pilates session first, and then you get to stay and have a tea and a coffee, and then you get to paint your own ceramics. So it's really nice. It's just such a nice and mindful way to spend the day, and a nice way to try Pilates if you haven't before. But actually one of the best things about it is that girls tend to book together just as a chance to catch up with a friend, which I think is such a good idea. You know, it's hard nowadays to meet up for a coffee and a chat and things. So booking an event like this together is just such a good way, such a nice way to spend the afternoon and catch up obviously with a friend. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And one of my friends is coming, so I'll get to see her, which I'm excited about. And it's a nice day now. I mean, it's like this, at least we can see a bit of blue sky. It's just still really cold, really January-ish. I don't mind January so much. I actually feel quite motivated in January, and then it tends to tail off by the time like February, March hits, and it's still absolutely freezing and we're still in the depths of winter. And then I kind of get fed up and lose steam. But January I quite like. I think it's like full of opportunity and excitement for a new year, and I'm excited for this year because it's meant to be the year of the horse. And I'm sorry I go on about, I know everyone's going on about things like this, but yeah, it sounds, because last year for me was more of a building the foundations kind of a year. I decided to go into Pilates, you know, go and train to be a Pilates instructor and move out of personal training, start my classes, and I guess build up a business that way, although I'm really not very business minded, but there we go. And I did do that, and I feel like I got to a certain point by the end of last year and it just wasn't quite where I thought I might be or where I want to be. A lot's happened last year, but at the same time not much has happened, if that makes sense, for me anyway. And maybe that's a good thing, you know, life doesn't have to be all about the high dramas and the massive life changes all the time. So I am dropping the kids off with my mum today. She's actually going to take the dog, the puppy George, as well. So that'll be good. I don't have that guilt about leaving him at home. I go to the gym for a while and then head over to the studio because it's not far from the gym and do my class. So yeah, let's go. Let's take you with me. Good morning. It is now the next day, and you are basically joining me in my office. This is where I do most of my admin. It is 6 o'clock, so I woke up around 4:30, which is kind of typical for me. I got a coffee and came back to bed, and I basically do most of my admin at this time in the morning in my bed because I just find that my head is so clear when I wake up. It's the time that I'm most creative. I can focus. I don't get distracted as much. I do have the pup here. Hello. Good morning. You're very cute. I've got a few things coming up, which is really exciting. I've got another event with F&L Studios, which is going to be glass painting next time. So I was just doing all the booking for that. Just spent ages on Canva. Like I really need to get a new phone because my phone is it's really glitchy. Like it's coming up to the end of the contract. And it's just such a pain. It makes everything take so much longer. And you wouldn't believe the amount of time that you have to spend on Canva doing, the graphics and everything that you need to put on your booking site. It's just really, really time consuming. And anything I do, I always want to be professional. And I always want to try and like emulate what a bigger business is doing, even though it's just me sitting at home in my bed editing. But I don't know, I've always been like that. I just like, it's probably, I am a massive perfectionist, which is kind of a bit of a flaw at times, but yeah, I just always want to be professional. And anyway, so I've just spent ages doing that, but it's fine. I enjoy it as well. Like I really wish, like I'm a creative person, and I really wish I could sort of indulge more of that time and be creative and kind of paint and create things more. But I mean, at the moment, just the way my life is, I just don't have time for that. And when the kids were babies, I used to have more time because obviously they're babies and they sleep a lot and things, so you got more time. And I was always making things and kind of creating things. I just never find the time for it now. So this is my kind of little outlet, and making videos, doing Instagram, like that's my little creative outlet now. So anyway, yeah. What am I going to do? Right, it's 6 o'clock. I really wanted to have a bit of a workout before the kids get up. I've got a class today at 10 o'clock. I need to get this booking up. I also need to get some new retreat days up on my gym catch as well in the morning. So what's really been helping me is getting myself ready before the kids. So what I used to do, I was in this really bad habit of like, right, get up, panic, go and do what I need to do, get the kids up, and then I would be an absolute mess and I would just feel like disgusting. And then I would leave myself like 5 minutes before we're leaving the house to get myself ready. So I'd be like, trying to do some makeup and hair, and I would get to my class and I would just feel like such a mess. It's like so rushed. Whereas what I find now is before I even like come out of my bedroom, basically, I'll have a shower, get myself ready, put on some makeup and just like feel better about myself. And honestly, it makes my morning go so much better. I just like, I feel nicer. And also, like I realized like it makes me feel better when I'm presentable, even to the kids. So I have this thing at the moment that I'm doing for New Year. It's like, I'm not going to wear anything I wouldn't take a picture of myself in. Because the amount of times I like throw on old clothes or, things that have got like stains on them or like just because they're comfortable and cozy. But honestly, it just makes me feel horrible. Yeah, I don't want the kids to see me like that. Like, I want the kids to grow up when they're older and think, oh, mum was always quite put together, or like, and I know that's not, I'm not talking about like extreme. Like, look at me just now, like my hair is not exactly done. But yeah, I don't know. I just think like on a working day, it makes me feel better when I do that. Like I hate when I just have 5 minutes and I'm trying to get myself ready before I go. And then especially when you're teaching in class and you have to like stand in front of people and feel confident. So yeah, I'm gonna go have a shower, get myself ready, and then go and have a little bit of a workout. And then there's always like kitchen tidying and things to be done before the kids get up. I'm glad I've got my admin done. I was also doing a bit of journaling. I need to get a new journal. Look at this. This is the consequences of having a puppy. Anyway, let's go get cracking before I lose all my morning and end up waffling to the camera. much for watching. I'm going to actually end the vlog here. It's 4 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon. I just picked the kids up from school. I'm just about to go and start making some dinner. We've got a club tonight. I have to go to that. So yeah, I know. Look at that face. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go and start recording another one. Hopefully get in a bit of a routine with these YouTube videos because I really enjoy it and I like having somewhere that I can share everything that goes on, everything I think about, things that I like, that I'm buying, because that's what I get from YouTube. So thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye.